Good morning to all. I am Sudha, Assistant Professor, PG and Research Department of Computer Science, St.Joseph College of Arts and Science, Cuddalore. Programming in C. My topic, file handling. What is meant by file? File is a collection of record or place on the disk where a group of related data is stored is called file. A file may be anything from a disk file to terminate or a printer. A file is associated with a stream by performing an open operations and is disassociated from a stream by a close operations. All the files are automatically closed when the program using them terminates, normally by main method returning the operating system or by a call to exit method. Files are not closed when a program crashes. Objectives of files. We are discussing the two types of files. First one, text file, and second one, binary files. Basic file operations and functions. File pointers, formatted input, unformatted input statements in file. Current active pointers, the term preprocessor. A file is a place on a disk where a group of related data is stored, simply defined as a collection of related information. First one, text file. Sequential file. Text file or sequential file. Text file is a character, sequence of character. It can be organized into lines terminated by a new line character. Second one, binary files or random file. It is a sequence bytes 1 to 1 corresponding to those external device, that is, there are no character translations. Also, the number of bytes written or read is the same as the number on the external device. We do not have any flag to indicate the end of the file. It can be terminated by size of a file. Basic file operations. Naming a file, opening a file, reading data from a file, writing data to a file, closing file. These are the basic file operations. File open, fopen. Open an existing file or use. Create a new file for use. Fclose. To close the file, existing file. Get C. Read a character from a file. Put C. Write a character to a file. Fscanf method. Read a set of data value to a file. Fprintf. Write a set of data value from file. Fc method. Set the position to a desired point in the file. Ftil method. Use the current position in the file. Rewind. Set the pointer to initialize the position. File and opening file. A data structure of the file is defined as a file in a library. Standard input-output functions definition. Therefore, all the files should be declared as a type of file before they are used. File is defined data type. File. File into file pointer. Opening a file. File pointer. File open. File name and mode. There are three modes: read operations, write operation, appending operations. Opening a file for reading only if the purpose is reading, and if it is exists, then the file is opened when the current content is safe, otherwise an error occurs. Write operations. When the file for writing only when the mode is returning a file with a specified name is created if the file does not exist. The content are deleted if the file already exists. A. Open the file for appending, adding data to it when the purpose of appending the file is opened when the current content is safe. A file with specified name is created if the file does not exist. Example file pointers, file open. We declaring a file name. Closing a file. A file must be closed as soon as all operations on it have been completed. It also prevented accidental misuse. The file we want to reopen the same file is a different mode. File close, file pointer, file close. Input output operations. Input output operations. The functions scanf functions and function printf function perform input output operations that are identically to the printf and scanf functions. The first argument of these functions is file pointer. File pointer. It is a pointer to a structure which contains the information about the file. Syntax. File into file pointer name. For example, file into file pointer name. File opening. Syntax. File pointer name, file open, file name, file mode. File process. W. Open a text file for writing or for opening a reading text file. A. For append to a text. Or B. Open a binary random file for a reading. WB. Create a binary random file for writing. AB. Append to a binary random file. Or plus. Open a text file for reading or writing. W plus. Creating a text file for reading or writing. A plus. Append or create a text file for reading or writing. Or plus B. Open a binary random file, read and write. W plus B. Create a binary random file for read or write. A plus B. Append a binary random file, read and write. Closing file operations or closing file pointer name. Writing a character. The function used for writing character to a file that was previously opened using file open is fputc. Syntax. Into fputc into character comma file into file pointer. Reading a character. File getC functions is used for reading character from a file opened in read mode using file open. Syntax. Into file getC file pointer. String input output. File puts and file gets method which write and read the character to string and from disk file. File print file and file scanf file. These functions are similar to printf and scanf except that they operate with files. Syntax. File print operations, file pointers, constant character, control string. For printf and for scanf, file into file pointer, constant character into control string. Rewind method function. The rewind method reset the file position indicated to beginning of the file. Syntax for rewind is rewind file pointer. Prototype for rewind is available in standardinput.h. Using file end of file. When a file is opened for a binary input, an integer value equal to end of file may be read. The input routine will indicate end of file in such a case even though the end of file has not reached. Current file pointer position. In order to keep track of position where input-output operations take place, a pointer is maintained in the file structure. The current location of the current active pointer can be found with the help of file tell function method. Setting current file pointer position FC. Function repositions the file pointer by specified number of bytes from the start, the current position or end of the stream depending upon the position specified in seek functions. Here the offset is the number of bytes behind the file location given by origin. The origin indicates starting position, search and must have the value of 0, 1 or 2. Seek the set position 0, current position 1, end position 2. 0 is in the beginning of file, 1 is in the current file pointer position, 2 is in the end of file locations. File read and file write functions used to read and write an entire block of data to and form a file. File read size, file read, void buffer size, number of bytes, size, count, file pointers. Close console-oriented input-output. Large data volume is a record needed for flexible approach to store data. Concept of a file. Input-output operations on a file providing several different functions for reading and writing. GetC, read the character. PutC, write the character. File a full data values. File scanf, read set of data. GetW, read the integer. PutW, write the integer. GetC and PutC. Handle one character at a time like get character and put character. File pointers moves one by character position after every getC and PutC. getC return end of file marker when file end reached. Errors that occur during input-output operations. Typical error that occur: trying to read behind end of file, trying to use file that has not been opened. Perform operations on file not permitted by file open mode. File open with invalid file name. Write to write protected file. Error handling. Given file pointer, check if end of file reads. Error while handling file. Problems open file. Check if end of file reaches. If file cannot be opened, then file open return a null pointer. Good practice to check the pointer is null before proceeding. File pointer, file open, input data. Thank you.